Fala galera, sejam bem-vindos ao Crescim Games, quem fala com vocês é o Crescim. Vamos continuar aqui na série Rumo, Platina de The Witcher 3. No episódio de hoje, galera, a gente vai continuar aqui a nossa saga do Barão agora. Nós já estamos com a missão Assuntos de Família marcada, então bora lá. Antes vamos dar uma passada ali no... Tem o... como é que é o nome do negócio? Você esquece o nome das coisas, cara. Quadro de avisos. Quero dar uma passada ali.
So the bloody Baron ripped him a new one? Sure. Baron gets soused. He gets angry, and he's always drinking.
Yeah. Aye. Aye.
What are you doing? Chopping this? Oi lads, fancy an outing to find that sheepies? What's gotten into you? How may I assist you?
Estou procurando por mestre armeiro, hã?
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Comfortable, strong, and light'll do just fine.
Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Torderoch used on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Torderoch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
These legends mention where the forge might be?
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
Mestres armeiros.
How may I assist you?
O que tu vende aí?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Jaquetão armeiro. Jaquetão caçador. Esses livros aí. Cuide da sua espada. Faça você mesmo. Deixa eu vender essas coisas aqui. Não tem por que ficar guardando isso aí. Tava olhando, essas duas bestas elas são do mesmo nível, só que uma tem um pouquinho mais de porcentagem de ataque, então essa aqui dá pra vender. O que nós podemos criar aí? Essa aqui que seria um pouquinho mais forte do que eu tô usando, mas eu perco todo tipo de resistência ali. Essas botas seriam bem melhores. Dá pra comparar, né? Não. Porque todas essas coisas seriam bem melhores das que eu tô usando agora, né? Mais 8 de armadura. Ó. Vou fazer essas botas aqui. Minhas espadas. Isso aqui tá em 65%. Mas eu nem. Ah não, nem tô usando ela, acho. Está em 96, não vale a pena. Deixa eu dar uma olhada ali. Diferença, né? Beleza, vamos fazer um save. Vamos jogar Gwent com esse maluco.
How may I assist you?
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
Opa, não me for guardiano, vamos pro Reis do Norte. Não tô com uma mão tão ruim assim. Não vou mexer em nada, acho. Putz, isso aí ele vai buscando mais cartas, né? Meu Deus. Ah não, não tem mais nada pra puxar. Menos mal. Eu acho que ele não tem chance contra o que eu tenho a oferecer. Beleza. Os coroas e carne e sal, beleza.
Oi, lads. Fancy an outing to find that?
Esse aqui provavelmente também dá pra jogar.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered ourselves quite the collection. Why let such nice things waste away in peasant huts?
Show me what you got.
Opa. Terceiro mapa de Adalbert Cammage. O que é isso aqui? Alforges Nilfgaardianos. E uma cela. Nossa, mas são caros pra caramba. E aquilo ali? A viseira, tá. Pô, esse cara tem umas armaduras boas aqui, mas nível 10 tudo. Ah, obrigado. Eu já tenho essa carta, mas eu vou comprar igual. Cynthia. Aprendemos igual, que nós não temos essa carta.
See ya.
So fucked up.
Opa.
That came out my ears.
Não daria pra ler aquilo, não? Ah, tá aqui. Seguindo as instruções do professor Adminstein, não realizarei mais explorações nos locais nos quais descobri os pictogramas da escola do gato de bruxos. Esses pictogramas são idênticos ao que o professor encontrou nas cavernas sobre a Ilha do Tempo. Adalbert Cammage, adjunto da História Natural da Academia de Oxenfurt. Melhorias de equipamento da escola do gato, parte 3, tá. Vamos salvar e vamos jogar grande com o maluco ali. Ganhar uma carta dele.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of Gwent.
Vamos só dar uma olhada no carniçal. Ali. Opa. Nenhum espião. Ah, nada de espião, cara. Opa, mais um espião, maravilha. Sabe o que eu vou fazer? Eu vou jogar essa carta aqui. Aí eu ganho essa rodada. Eu já fico na vantagem tendo um espião na mão ainda. Mais um agora, meu Deus. Agora tá melhorando minha situação. Vamos ver o que ele vai jogar. Ele tá com cartas bem fracas, acho que não tem nem problema, eu posso jogar tranquilo. Beleza.
Got eyes like a cat.
Ah, não, escaramuçador. Consertar telhados, eu tenho a manha e as ferramentas para consertar telhados. Todo homem que negligenciar o próprio telhado é um tolo. Os imbecis em Centro-Base recusaram os meus serviços, suas cabanas queimaram até o chão. Deve ter sido o destino que enviou o fogo para dizer que não se pode economizar com isso. Pomadas para diversos males. Cuidado, é muito rançoso, agradável usar, mas juro funciona às maravilhas. Gwent procurando novos jogadores. Os afiados, uma sociedade de jogadores de Gwent no poder do Corvo, está procurando por novos membros. Prefere-se que tenham experiência, mas também ensinaremos novatos no jogo, não devolvemos dinheiro perdido nas partidas. Para mais informações, fale com o presidente do clube, Philip Stranger, conhecido como Barão Sanguinário. Corridas de cavalos. Se não ouviu sobre isso ainda, corremos com cavalos por aqui. Quem quiser participar, venha falar comigo e eu explico como funciona. Mas se digo já, é obrigatório pagar uma taxa de inscrição, então se estiver duro, cai fora. Contrato do berrante. Que seja dito que quem matar o berrante, o monstro que teceu seu ninho perto do poder do corvo e passou a matar homens e criaturas, receberá uma recompensa considerável. Note que ele é uma criatura terrivelmente cruel e é necessário um guerreiro treinado para matá-lo, não um grupo de camponeses com ancinhos. Lutas de boxe. Qualquer homem que queira testar sua masculinidade exibindo-a no ringue, venha nos ver e poderá lutar contra os melhores lutadores da área. Ferreiro, Stan, Papa Peixe, Jona e o Sargento. Punhos de Fúria. Tem uns troféus também disso aí. E as corridas de cavalo, que também tem um troféu vinculado. E o contrato, que também tem troféus vinculados. Tá, aqui não tem mais nada, então bora lá finalmente. Faz 20 minutos eu não saí daqui ainda. Nós ganhamos 2 cartas de Gwent ali, que é o que importava pra nós. Agora vamos prosseguir com a missão em si.
You.
Ah, aqui eu acho que é uma das corridas. Tá, mas não vamos fazer isso agora. Primeiro nós temos que fazer uns upgrades no carpeado. Vou deixar mais pra frente. Ali acho que foi aquele que a gente já arrumou.
Fuck's on the lot of you.
Get out of my sight. Sod off, freak. What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
What do you want from him?
To give him what he deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries. Said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries. Lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
Think you need to leave now.
Do we?
You do.
Well, let's go then. Scabies.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up. Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Peller don't know. But the spirits could know. The Peller will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, princess, where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
Tá.
This way, I think.
Vamos matar eles antes que comece a dar problema.
Another clue. There you are. Here, goat. Here, princess. Hoofed and horned. Should have known it would be stubborn. All right, time to try the bell. Come on, let's go see the teller. Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? This way, your grace. Where the hell did you go?
Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Droga. Tá, outra hora eu venho aqui.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Não, pera aí que eu acho que eu fui pro lugar errado. Não, tô certo.
Princess, flee not from the pillar, for there are wolves about nowhere in sight. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Pella, and so the Pella shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back. Will this do?
They are not here. There is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone. The child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White Wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pella.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefathers' Eve? Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefathers' Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Carta ao Curandeiro. Eu pedi, ameacei e vocês não fez nada. Agora eu só posso implorar para que realize a cerimônia dos antepassados. A situação é traiçoeira, eu sei. Os caçadores de bruxa abusam da pobreza humana e pagam bem os seus informantes. Mas não é correto condenar os nossos mortos a ficarem perdidos eternamente. Se for preciso, eu mesmo cuido disso. Assumo a responsabilidade. Prefiro morrer a carregar as almas que nunca terão descanso na minha consciência.
White
Tô
wolf,
vendo aí, meu filho.
wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Could use a few potion ingredients. Show me what you got.
Tem bastante coisa. Nossa, tava precisando de 2 desses, mas é muita grana, tá louco? O que é isso aqui? Couro draconídeo.
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the pela they seek.
Help with what?
With the dead that come a-haunting, peace must be made. But they must then wait for Forefathers' Eve. Or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off, the pela can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the pela, that.
So long.
Leia o bestiário e aprenda mais sobre os fetúlios, tá? Bestiário. Ele deve ser o quê? Amaldiçoado? É fetúlios. Dizer que o fetúlio é feio é como dizer que a merda não é lá muito gostosa. Não é uma mentira, mas também não é exatamente o suficiente para expressar a ideia completa. Lambert, o bruxo da escola do lobo. Fetúlios são provavelmente as criaturas mais repulsivas que um bruxo pode encontrar. São nascidos de bebês mortos e indesejados, descartados sem um enterro decente. A sua aparência é de um feto podre, com a sua carne mal formada, retorcida pelo ódio, pelo medo e pela malícia. Essas criaturas horrendas alimentam-se do sangue de mulheres grávidas, guiados por uma fome ensandecida que costuma levar à morte das suas vítimas. Óleo amaldiçoado. Eu já tenho óleo amaldiçoado? Olhos. Acho que não. Híbrido, fera. Amaldiçoado? Já tem amaldiçoado. Vamos fazer o espectral. A gente enfrenta seguido espectros, né? Se eu não me engano, nessa missão tem também uma parte com isso. Tem uma vaga lembrança disso. Híbridos, dá pra fazer também. Insectoide. Necrófagos. Vamos tentar fazer, já que nós temos ingredientes, né? O resto não dá. Savezinho, né?
Faster. Lightning strike.
Fogo em tudo, né? Fazer um novo save, eu não me lembro dessa parte. Tá um maluco dentro do outro ali.
Go, go.
People! Literally save us. Hide the young'uns!
O Barão botou fogo nesse estábulo.
About again. Aye, set the stable afire. We've got to put it out. I'll not go near it.
Call me more in this.
Nothing goes.
Oswin. Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Looks like rain.
Salve o ajudante no estábulo.
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Será que deu?
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
Not too late to surrender. They ran from me, didn't they?
Meu Deus!
Lying prick!
Meu Deus do céu! Putz, olha aqui é o save.
Oh! Let's go!
Ai, tem que soltar o maluco lá de novo.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Eu vou até pular essa parte.
You've earned your...
I don't.
I see you made it pretty loud.
They ran from me, didn't they?
Lying prick! Oh, come
Meu
on!
Deus do céu. Tem que se defender.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and a pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Still not sure what to do.
Whatever you decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
Dá pra salvar o jogo, será? Dá.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes garrety, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell! What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck. Bloody hell, not now, Geralt. Let's do what we must.
Eu me lembro dessa parte aí. Vão ter umas lutas complicadas agora.
Specters. Watching the scent attractive.
Do something!
Merda!
He's writhing something thin. Oh. Quiet now.
Vamos a óleo. Óleo de... espectral.
But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Puta merda.
More coming. Need to hurry.
Bosta.
Squirming again? Like a dust. Worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Eu acho que era só isso.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Dea, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Então, invoque o fetulho. Na verdade, eu protego, né? Faz o seguinte, será que eu consigo meditar?
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Vamos lá.
What's that you're muttering?
Come on.
You hear the sergeant took a lashing from the Barão.
Dá pra salvar o jogo aqui?
Not so fast, Roach. That's it, Roach. Come on now. Ugh, sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Sempre essa bicharada, né? Meu Deus, não para de surgir bicho. Até que eu fui bem nessas lutas.
Should examine that horse carcass. What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Deixa eu salvar.
fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy?
Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with the Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Mas temos aí. Não tô tão mal assim.
We're simple folk. We seek no quarrel.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Beleza, então, galera. Descobrimos bastante coisa nesse vídeo. E essa missão do Barão segue. Mais pra frente nós temos bastante coisa pra fazer. Deixa eu dar uma luteada aqui. Mesma coisa aí, meu filho. Não. Beleza, então, galera. Vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui. No próximo, seguimos com a missão Assuntos de Família. Vamos falar com o Barão e depois encontrar a filha dele em Oxenfurt. Então, muito obrigado por terem assistido e até a próxima. Valeu!